Hello, my lovely hummingbirds. How's it going, everyone? And welcome to another episode of A Grain of Salt here on Pop Culture with your lovely host, Monroe. How's it going, everyone? So, essentially, as you saw in the title of the video, today we are doing a tarot breakdown of the Suit of Cups. In case you missed it, my lovely hummingbirds, we have already gone over the Suit of Wands in this video right here. You should definitely go ahead and check it out. The link is in the description. Go even check out the history of tarot, how tarot started, what it is, all that good shit. Now, let's get into the breakdown, shall we? So, the Suit of Cups corresponds to the Suit of Hearts in a regular card game, and it pertains to, well, you guessed it, if it's going to be with the Suit of Hearts, it's going to do everything with love and feelings and emotions and emotional regulation and stability, having to do with intuition, connections, relationships, healing, as well as the feminine energy. The Suit of Cups has to do with the element of water, and it has to do with the signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. It rules over the fourth house, the Imum which is the house of family. The months that pertain to this are June and July. For Cancer, for Scorpio, it has to do with the 8th house, which is the house of transformation. It pertains to the months of October, November. And with the 12th house, which is the house of sacrifice, it pertains to the months of February and March in regards to Pisces. So when pulling these cards, you can get any of those months as like intuition. So it does not always mean that you will get a timeline when reading, but oftentimes it can mean around that. And it is also one of the slower moving cards when it comes to tarot. All right, so first up, my lovely hummingbirds, we have the Ace of Cups. With the Ace of Cups, it can represent a cup of love, new relationships, creativity. However, in the reverse, it can also represent being cold, empty, blocked, repressed, in need of self-care, lacking emotions. In love readings, it can be represented as a cup of love offer. It represents a new opportunity, all that good shit. For the Ace of Cups, it literally, so with the dove holding the little host with the cross on it, it reminds me of like communion in church. It has the cup with the W. It has rain pouring over it. It looks like the hand of God is bringing you this cup with a little cloud where that the hand is coming out of. It has little water lilies in the water there. And I mentioned the dove and the host and all that. So that is the Ace of Cups. The Two of Cups. This is the cup of love, the ultimate love. This is a guarantee that you and this person are in love, or there are romantic feelings there. It also means partnership, union, respect, a love offer, attracting a love, attracting a person in more of a non-romantic aspect. It represents self-love, healing, all that good shit. In the reverse, it means rejection, separation, abandonment, imbalance, distrust, not reciprocated, one-sided. In money terms, if this comes up during a money reading, it can represent that, like, yes, this is going to be a long-term commitment. My cup of water. But it represents all of that. For the Two of Cups, as you can see here, it has two people exchanging cups. It has one in what looks like a leopard print dress with yellow tights. The person to the right has a very like flowery bloomed red wreath over their head, and then on the left side it is a person with a full-length robe, shawl, and then a stole over a blue stole with a wreath. Then it has what seems like, so I get two vibes from this. I get like biblical angel because it's the lion head with wings. But then I also get, what's that one god, that Greek god, Hermes? His little staff with the two serpents, it reminds me of that. But yeah, it represents union. And then they're exchanging the cups. We got a background of like hills and a home. Up next, we have the Three of Cups. And for the Three of Cups, it is indicative of community, sharing, your soul tribe, social outings. In the reverse, it represents scandal, gossip, rumors, isolated, over partying, third party situations in a love reading, too many people involved. It can represent group activities, if you know what I mean. God. I don't know who that's for, but oh well then. So in the image, it has three individuals hoisting their cups up together. And one is in a red robe, one is in a white one is in a white and yellow one. There's fruit everywhere on the ground, very bountiful, very abundant. Everybody got a flower crown, it's beautiful. With the Four of Cups. Also, just a little, if you see me struggling with my lenses right now, it's because I did cry them out. I was recording a couple episodes for Cafecito Conversación and they just fogged over, and I'm doing my best because they're not foggy, but when I look at like the camera with the ring light, I realize how foggy they actually are, and it's great. Anyway, for the Four of Cups, we have discontent, bratty behavior, and not the fun like bratty, like you're a brat type of thing. No, we mean like disconnected, bratty, like being stubborn, throwing a fit, things like that. In the reverse, it means introspection, awareness, seeking realignment. So the Cups cards essentially for me are always a symbol of like either you're doing good or you require looking inward. But for this one, you have this dude sitting up against a tree looking at the three cups in front of him, and then you have the hand of the universe being like, look, here's this one, and he's like, nope, I'm looking at those right there and I can't take my eyes off of them because if I do, it's over with, right? So in any reading, whether it is school, love, career, platonic, whatever it may be, it often, more often than not, represents some form of ignoring an opportunity being presented to you. It can be that you are entirely too focused on things of the past to move forward. It means you are upset that things did not go your way or pan out to the way with which you thought they would. Now, up next for the Five of Cups. Reminds me of the Hermit card from the Major Arcana, because honestly, it's just a cloak. I saw a long dark cloak and I was like, look, it's the Hermit. This is why he went hermit mode. I feel like these two cards go hand in hand for my personal opinion. So the Five of Cups represents pessimism, being kicked while down, that sensation, depression, loss, grief, mourning, the loss of something. In the reverse, it can represent finally releasing and moving on, accepting, moving forward, understanding, or a need to. Now, the thing about tarot is that since it is an intuitive practice, and I do cover this more so in like the introduction, history of tarot, things like that, is that not all the cards have the same meaning all the time, because they are impacted by not just the general meaning of the card itself, but also the cards in its vicinity, plus the intuitive messages received from the divine and the guides and all that good shit. Now, who I attribute to being the Hermit is looking at these three cups that fell over, spilled over. Two had red wine, one had white wine, I don't know, it's green. Hermit, sir, are you doing some alchemy over there? Anyway, you have a stream in front running through a white bridge. that leads from where the hermit is to the town that is over yonder. And what I'm calling him the hermit. Jeez, I don't know how I'm already channeling, but we're barely doing the description. Give me a second. Y'all probably been in hermit mode. When I was organizing the cards, the hermit card also did pop out. So we need to get out the house, you guys. It's nice outside. Let's go take a walk for our mental health. Anyway, collectively. So the Five of Cups can represent crying over spilt milk. It can represent seeing things that happened prior and not really focusing on what is being brought forward, because as you can see on the card, you have the 3 cups that spilled over, and then you have the 2 shiny new ones that are like right there. It is a card representing options, missed opportunities, things unseen because of grieving, mourning, loss, and feelings of inadequacy as well. Up next, we have the 6 of Cups. Do you see it? It's so pretty. So for the 6 of Cups, I love this card. It essentially represents the need to have fun. It represents playing, innocence, nostalgia, warmth, comfort. I attribute this to a very like motherly figure card, a need for nurturing and care. In the reverse, it means stuck in repetitive cycles, unable to forgive things, independent, not always a bad thing, again, depending on the cards around, but it can also mean hyper independence. In the card, you see this lady handing out cups that are filled with flowers. One is behind her with the bouquet. You have 4 in the front. She's handing one off to this little girl right there. Little human with the blonde hair. And you have all these homes in the background. You can see she's like on the somewhat outskirts of like regular society there. I think that card is so pretty. It can also be represented as obtaining a gift from a maternal, mother, or womanly figure. It means blessings and abundance and good things, but also mainly a need to have fun and enjoy life. Now this one, 7 of Cups. I love this card, but one of the things about the 7 of Cups is, well, it means an abundant buttload of blessings. It also means you're gonna have to make a fucking choice, because it's like, it's the whole sense of having your cake and eating it too, but like you gotta make sure which cake, because not all the cakes are delicious and free of poison. That sounds so dramatic, but it's true. So with the 7 of Cups, it represents decision to be made, fantasy versus opportunities. It means ascertaining a balance between the delulu and the reality of the current life you're living in present moment. While, of course, manifestation and all that requires a little bit of delulu, it also requires being present and a sense of reality. Now, in the reverse, it means diversion, uncertain, confusion, or doubt about a situation. So if this comes out in a money read, for example, when you get the 7 of Cups, it means, okay, so you have all of these great options coming towards you, but you need to use your discernment. For example, right, just tossing this out. I don't know who this is for. Okay, y'all got some opportunities kicking in you're not so sure about? Okay, so essentially it means having to make a choice based on the pros, the cons, but also the heart. Because the Suit of Cups is all about maintaining a balance between both. Now, for the 7 of Cups, you got 7 different cups, all with different items being offered by a giant cloud. I never noticed that little thing on there before, on the bottom there. Interesting. So anyway, you have this person looking at it all, and one is the head of a person, one is a snake, one is a shrouded, cloaked individual that kind of reminds me of like a mushroom. The other one is a crystal tower castle looking thing. The other is jewels, and it kind of looks like candy. One is a wreath, and the one with the wreath kind of has like a little skull on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then the last one looks like a dragon. I was gonna say lizard, but then I heard Mushu's voice in my head. Dragon. So there's that. It is a good card, meaning good things are coming, but ooh, my ears are ringing. Good things are coming, but it is going to require some discernment on your part, and of course, making a choice. Because in a perfect world, we would get everything absolutely just the way we, honestly, in a chaotic world, let's be real, if we got absolutely everything we wanted all the time, would we really be happy? Even though the answer could be a quick hell yeah to that, more often than not, if we got everything we'd ever wanted throughout our lives, we wouldn't have learned a lot of lessons we had to. And also, not just that, but we would have been stuck in some fucked up situations. So just use your discernment when you get that card. All the cards, but yes. Up next, we have the Eight of Cups. So I love this card because it can have a dual meaning. With that being said, upright, the Eight of Cups can mean abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, leaving a situation. There's that duality there. In the reverse, it means stagnation, fear of change, or being stuck in a monotonous routine. You have a person essentially crossing the shore, walking away from the Eight Cups behind him, going up forward with his little hiking stick. You got like some mountainous terrain there with some moss on it, and then you have the moon, and it's like a little crescent moon with like the full moon just eyeing him like, I see you. Are you walking away decisively, or are you being avoidant? It's judging him. No, I'm kidding. It looks like, right? But the Eight of Cups, again, can mean that. It can mean abandonment or willful choice to leave a situation because it is no longer for your betterment and benefit. Up next, we have the Nine of Cups. This card is beautiful. And you see this person sitting on this little bench, which is like their makeshift throne. He has a hat on his head, striped garments, and the 9 cups above him. This essentially represents wish fulfillment, contentment, success, gratefulness, joy, abundance, happiness. Like you're in a good spot. In a money read, this does not mean like absolute success, a bounty. Why am I hearing a bounty? Okay. This is going to be an interesting reading after this, but anyway. It means like you're well off. You're doing good for yourself. With the reverse, it can mean that you're being very showboaty, very snobbish, very unsatisfied. You haven't learned your lesson. You've been very ungrateful. You're not thankful for the things that you do have, the people that surround you, places, things, all of that. Also, for a lot of times, it can mean you're more focused on the destination than where you are in the current moment. Remember, my loves, do everything with gratitude. With the 10 of Cups, I'm already channeling. We ain't even there yet, y'all. I promise you, this reading is going to be awesome. Might slightly attack me, but we'll be fine. This card up next, we have the 10 of Cups. And this card is beautiful when it comes in a reading, because it can mean a myriad of things. So it can be alignment, divine love, absolute bliss, happiness, security, stability, family for a lot, building a home. Opportunities ahead are going to be beautiful and wonderful. It can also mean in the reverse, struggling, relationships, domestic issues, dishonesty, disloyalty, unfaithfulness, cheating, loss of stability, loss of income, loss of home. It can also represent a need to pay attention to the future and future steps for stability. It can also mean children are on the way or the loss of a family member, things like that. Now for the card, you got the 2 kiddos right there playing, dancing around. You got the couple right there exalting gratitude for everything that they have received. And there is a beautiful rainbow with all 10 cups lining it. And off to the distance, you see home, land, all abundance with the little stream there as well, little pond thing that's going on there. Up next, we have the fuckboys of the tarot. Oh my god, are you shit? So, I said a thing in the intro, and I think I also said it in the page, when I did the Page of Wands for the Wands part. To me, and this is just me personally, you don't have to read it this way, this is just my brain and the way it operates. To me, the pages are the fuckboys of tarot. Fuckboys, fuck girls, whatever. Players. I'm fine. Because they essentially represent that initial step, that initial offer of a like more solidified understanding of the suit itself. So in this case, for the Page of Cups, it means like in a love reading, it's like it's a hey, what are you up to text versus a hey, let's go to this place and have a conversation text. Like it's a different level. Things like that. Or like a you up versus like reasonable hours of communication. My lovely hummingbirds, where are these scenarios coming from? Anyway. Might this be a spicy reading? We shall see. Anyway. Did I explain to y'all why I'm dressed like Misty? Misty is a Pokemon trainer. And she deals in water type Pokemons. How did we get this far? Huh. Anyway. I also, for a grain of salt, geez, this is a grain of salt, for Cafecito Conversación, used this look, and honestly it fit perfectly because I did this look a year ago. Go check out that video if you are so inclined. And in that video we discussed at the time the overturn of Roe v. Wade and like how that impacted, and because it also affected people that suffer from reproductive health conditions, endo, things like that, and reporting in those states at the hospitals and stuff like that. I was very emotional at the time, and I was like, let's talk about it, right? So now I used it for what's endometriosis. I didn't think I would go into that much detail of mentioning it, but I don't know who that's for. I love you, my endo warriors, if you're tuning in. Wait. So the Page of Cups. It represents possibilities, creative ideas, wanderlust. I'm tossing that ass in a circle and not really giving a fuck. Like, oh my. In the Page of Cups, you see the page there in his fit, looking slick, staring at the cup with a fish sticking out of it. Got hand on the hip. And the water is flowing in waves behind him. Because the water is flowing in waves behind him, it means very like you really need to go with the flow in this situation. Let's just see where this goes. Also, in the reverse, it represents escapism, inner child wounds, blocks of emotional maturity, blocks in immaturity, inability to see situations for what they are because you're functioning from a place of the ego. And like I said, fuckboys of the tarot, respectfully to my pages. It also can represent something might not appear at first as lucrative as you would hope. If this has to do with career and things like that, it just means it's not immediately like off the bat $1 million. It's here's all this stuff that will then turn into $1 million if you put work into it, type of thing. Up next, we have the Knight of Cups. Now, the page got his little Hermes wings on his helmet there. The Knight of Cups represents graceful negotiator, beauty, an offer, like a more solid offer, artistic energy. In the reverse, it represents vanity, mood swings, being aloof, unrealistic expectations, not just delulu, but denial and delulu hand in hand. Like, nope, I see nothing of what is being said to me, is the type of energy. With the Knight of Cups, you have him on his noble steed. I just heard fucking Tangled. What brought you here, Flynn Rider? The universe, destiny, a horse. gives me that. But like I said, he had little wings on his helmet there. He has flowers on his stole there. He got the armor on, got the cup. Like, I'm ready. Here we go, baby. Let's do this, right? A little more solid of an offer commitment for sure. Mountainous area with a stream that the horse is gonna cross. It looks like a lazy river to me. You got trees. It really just more solid of an offer, more stable than like what is offered within the page. Then we have the Queen of Cups. O sea, Misty. O sea, me. Any water sign. The Queen of Cups represents intuitive flow, emotional stability, counselor, nurturer, a person that can not just offer you empathy, not just sympathy, but empathy in a situation. They will discuss with you different aspects of, like, if you share things with them, they will offer you a level-headed response, not entirely from the heart, but not entirely from the head either. Very balanced in the emotions. In the reverse, though, the Queen, codependent, lack of self-trust and self-esteem issues, very jealous behavior, just behavior, like literally like not resting bitch face, but like actually bitchitude behavior of just like all of it coming from like a sense of insecurities and lack of emotional stability and confidence. The Queen here has her crown. She's looking at this giant's cup that was offered to her. It looks like little crab claws, if I'm completely honest with you. On her throne, she has two cherubs looking down at her, which that grating reminds me of the helmet of a knight, but we're going to leave that alone for right now. Cup, I don't know why I brought that up. That's interesting. Anyway, off in the distance, you can see like what reminds me of the hill that the Fool is standing on in the beginning of the tarot. We're going to cover that later. But yeah, then you have a little cherub here on the bottom, and then you have shells and all that stuff at her feet. Very abundant. She's looking at the water just flowing and, you know, hitting the shore. She's at the end of the shore. Very pretty, very just chilling. Up next, we have the King of Cups. So last but not least, the King of Cups. With the King of Cups here, this represents balance of head and heart. So while the Queen can offer a more balanced sensation of head and heart, she still thrives from a sense of caring and nurturing. Versus the King of Cups, he is absolute balance. You got the fish over there sticking out, appearing on the side. He is holding his scepter, cup in hand, looking forward on his throne. We got I don't know what that is on the background. Maybe a ship. And then he's sitting in the middle of the water on his Poseidon level shit. Whole lot of Greek mythos stuff is coming up. Yeah, I got some Greek babies watching this. I love y'all. How's it going? Or just that pray to the Greek pantheon. I don't know. But balance of head and heart, compassionate, very emotionally mature figure, oftentimes can represent an older figure. Responsible. In the reverse, it represents being very manipulative, cold-hearted, overwhelming sensations, imbalance, not being able to discern between right and wrong because of a cloud of judgment between emotion and mental. That is the suit of cups, my lovely hummingbirds. I hope you enjoyed the description. I hope you got some cute, like, helpful tips from it. I hope you did. When handling the suit of cups, when it makes itself present, definitely look at the surrounding cards around it. Of course, in all of tarot, you have to look at the surrounding cards. But for the suit of cups, because it is very emotion based, depending on the cards around it, it can be a congratulations, you're doing this well and you are emotionally regulated and you don't deal with that anymore. Or, hey, you need to pay really good attention because your emotions are negatively affecting the situations around, right? So yeah, that's it for the Suit of Cups breakdown. Now we're gonna go into the tarot portion. If you're not gonna stick around and you're leaving me here, as always, I love y'all. Follow me on all of my handles. Les mando mucho paz, muchos besos, y les recuerdo que miren hacia la luna, sending you much peace, money, kisses, and reminding you to always look up at the moon. If you are sticking around, my lovely hummingbirds, join me for this general reading where we are gonna get into whatever the fuck I was channeling, because ironically I had a reading already previously picked out for this that I had pre-recorded a while ago, but it was like, no, you need a new reading. And I'm like, why would I need a new reading? And now I'm sitting here channeling as I'm breaking this down, and I'm like, well, damn, this is why we need a new reading. What are y'all in contemplation about, my lovely hummingbirds? Anyway, I love y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's get into the reading, shall we?
Hello, my lovely hummingbirds, and welcome to your reading. For today's reading, we are going to be using my Mr. Big Shiny deck. It is the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, but it is just sparkly and iridescent. We were getting some interesting downloads during the Cups breakdown. No, I am no longer in Misty cosplay. I am in the remnants of my Audrey Hepburn cosplay. And if you haven't yet gone to see that video of Makeup and Motivation where I discuss that je ne sais quoi quality in someone, you should definitely go and check it out. But the vibe that I was getting, it was really interesting. There was a few different things going on during that reading. Some were some sexy vibes, some were some business-related vibes. And during the entire thing, I looked over at the Dream Oracle, and the Lovers came out with the Two of Pentacles, the Emperor in reverse, ooh, Two of Cups, jeez, Eight of Cups in, no, upright, okay. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse, Four of Pentacles, clarifying the Lovers, Ten of Pentacles, clarifying the Two of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles in the reverse under the Emperor in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse under the Two of Cups, Page of Pentacles in the Eight of Cups, and the Empress in the reverse. My lovely hummingbirds, you get shut out of the dream world. What we got going on here? Okay, so this is your reading. So we have a big of a heavy reading ahead of us with all of this, and this took a very, very unexpected turn. I'm shook. I'm shooketh to my core, especially because oftentimes when I do my readings, I more often than not, end up reading for the Divine Feminines. This time, I'm reading for the Divine Masculines. Y'all were watching that Cups reading. Oh, look at y'all trying to get in tune with your emotional stability. I love that for y'all. So, my lovely hummingbirds, you're like, yo, is it side A? Is it side B? What are we doing? It's a... You know, I thought it would be when I laid out the cards, especially when I got 4 extra cards at the end. I was like, oh, it's going to be, you know, their person and them. And then the more I was, like, looking at the cards and paying attention, that's not the case. It's more of a story of, like, this is where you're at now. This is where you started. But more so, this is the person that kind of took you off your track. So, the Lovers essentially represents a divine union. And my lovely hummingbirds, the past 4 to 5 years have not been
I don't know why 2017 just flashed into my head. So 6 years. So 4 to 6 years. You've been going through this battle with yourself over information from the divine. Because you are not... I'm not saying you're not an intuitive person. You definitely can be. But you are a person that believes more in the, if it's in front of me, if I can see it, I can feel it, I can touch it, then it's real. Versus completely working off of a leap of faith, which is what your divine is. Your twin. For some of you, this is a twin flame journey. I know you're probably like, ugh, why are we doing this? Like, I don't like it any more than you do. I am thoroughly entertained though. But the universe, I was putting off these love readings for too long. The universe is like, well, if you don't do it by choice, I'm gonna make you do it. But I'm like, okay, God, I hear you. But anyway, even you sitting here watching a reading from a stranger on the internet kind of tweaks you out because it's not something that you really do. While you may have, even in the past year or so, couple years, gotten y'all heard that, babe? Gotten readings on this person that you saw in a dream that was said that it was your divine, and you started leaning into it, and all of a sudden they cut your ass off, and now you're sitting there like, oh, it just happened. I thought we were vibing. Let me explain to y'all a little bit what a twin soul is, a twin flame union. So, in Greek mythos, the saying or the story goes that humans had 2 heads, 2 arms, 2 legs, like 2 sets, right? 2 sets of arms, 2 sets of legs were conjoined to one another, and Zeus saw this, was so upset, thinking that they would overthrow him, separated them, and then their like never-ending tortures that they have to spend the rest of their existence finding one another to reunite and do something amazing in this world. Not everyone is a twin flame. Not everyone has a twin flame to that degree. There are soulmates, counterparts, things that exist. Out of that, you have a twin flame. If you're watching this, you have a divine counterpart. You have a soulmate. You have someone, and you also have a few karmics. I'm not judging. It happens. Especially when you are meant to do something amazing. The amount of detours that you will have in life are much greater. Problem is, you done goofed, my lovely divine masculines. And I was going to say you done fucked up is what I heard. But you goofed. You thought this person, this Queen of Swords that came waltzing in, that took you away from your divine, was the one. You might have trauma bonded with them. They are karmic. And it happened because they had a lot of similarities with your twin, but they might have been within either the same socioeconomic standing as yourself, the same cultural background as yourself, same ethnicity. Like there was something more that latched them onto you versus the person that then ended up being revealed to you. Like, hey, so I know you've been planning your entire life with this person. Surprise! It's this fucking thing. Like the TikTok sound. Oh no. And when you initiated this relationship, oh my god, my ear is just like off the hook right now. You are finding yourself in a place of judgment right now. And not just self-imposed judgment, but judgment of the people in your environment. Because for a lot of you, I am hearing like this shit was official. But it was a distraction. Not just a distraction. One, it started off as a lesson. The universe placed this in front of you because your karmic was out there running like a little ball of chaos, and they had to figure out their own life and their lessons that the soul still needed to grow and develop to become everything that is needed for your guys' journey together. But then you liked your distraction a lot. And it was comfortable.
it was familiar. And you thought to yourself, hell, why not? Why not build a future with this? Who's to say this isn't my divine counterpart? Who's to say this isn't my divine union? But during that, you found yourself not tight on money, but being very like penny pinching with money. What I'm hearing is everything you made essentially went to this Queen of Swords. And I'm going to say pseudo Queen of Swords because they are not your Queen of Swords. And for some of you, this is an Aries. I feel like I mentioned this during the Aries deep dive. There was the person what came out as a Queen of Swords. Anyway, not for everybody, but with the Two of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles here, you were given an option. You were given an option of, okay, we're gonna throw this person in front, literally threw them in front of you. Literally threw this person in front of you, and then time stopped because you don't know why, but every time you see this person, your life goes from 2 of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles in an instant. You get into this mindset of like, damn, do I have to sit here and always be in a constant weighing of my options, or can I just be in peace and abundance? And when you see this person, you see it. You see the peace, you see the abundance, you see the babies, you see the wedding, you see everything that you were told you were supposed to have with this other person. And no matter how close you got, it never felt right. But with that person came a lot of material wealth, a lot of material possessions, a lot of ability to display what was expected of you by either family or, for some of you, people that arranged this. And you were pretending to be the emperor with all this new beginning opportunity and shiny shit and beautiful. And then the universe was like, I think it's time. We pulled the rug out under her ass, or your divine feminine, because again, gender neutral, y'all. We're talking about energy here. But they were like, okay, everything seemed like this, and the universe was like, that's cute. You're too comfy here, and this ain't where you're supposed to stay. And now everything se puso de cabeza. Literally just threw your ass on your head. Made you spin like you were busting a breakdance move and you've never breakdanced in your life. So you threw your guts everywhere. For some of you, this is a same-sex marriage. Or the reason why you ended up in this relationship is because the other person... It is 2023, and this just made my blood boil. Okay, I'm sorry. You're on headphones. I got really loud. I'm sorry. This is not for everyone, y'all, so this is super specific. This Queen of Swords has a lover. The lover is female. And in order for you to protect them because of whatever socioeconomic or cultural background issues, you agreed to this arrangement so that they could still be with their same-sex person, and you're kind of just there. But then you fell for this person. And over time, they developed feelings for you too, and that's what also kind of made things very confused. Now, it's not for everyone. For the other vast majority of you, it is a situation where this person was definitely in on it, and they knew that, you know, this is just what we're supposed to be doing. We're getting it together. We're doing what is told, but they cared about you. And you did care about them for a really long time, but every time you tried to offer them your cup of love with the Two of Cups here, you always ended up being left out in the cold. You always felt excluded to some degree. You felt like you couldn't necessarily be yourself with this Three of Pentacles in reverse. And you got real bold, real brazen, real just up there of like, you know what, God, I know I'm right, blah, blah, blah. Like, you were trying to tell the universe, what the fuck it was going to do. You were trying to tell the universe, I heard something today. And I was sitting there and I was like, who's this reading for? Because this does not apply to my life currently. But it said, if you ask the universe for an answer, are you prepared for what is the limitation of free will within the fate that you're supposed to live? That is not verbatim. But I sat there and I was like, damn, okay, let's go. Show me the signs. I'm ready, right? I'm just out here just cruising along. Also, happy Pride Month. If you are part of the Lookaboutin watching this reading, I hope you understand, my beautiful hummingbirds, that this is a gender neutral zone. So we are speaking solely of energy. Now, and for some of you, the reason that you might be afraid to pursue your divine is because they are of the same sex, or they are part of the LGBTQIA, and now you're like in the situation where, what did my friend say one time? We're having a discussion about something else, and they basically said they're like, the only thing that guarantees to me that this is not the exact same situation I just left is because God told me so. And that sounds real border to the loony bin. And you know what, my lovely hummingbirds? If that's how you feel, take my hand, bitch. We'll walk in together. But, jeez. But one of the things is you asked for a sign, a signier sign, a signier sign that is better at signing than what you had already initially seen, because you've known from the moment you met them you were going to spend the rest of your life with this person. And because for a lot of you met this person really young, you're sitting there and you're like, no, I'm delusional. It's a crush. It's this from when I was a kid. For some of you, it could have been early years in college. For others of you, boy, girl next door situation from like being little babies. For others of you, it could have been in high school. We're going to do 18 plus later on the only. Because I just saw some things. Anyway. And you're like, no. You had that notion of it happened simply because I never got to hit it. Right? Because when you were all up in this person. Oh my. My lovely hummingbirds, I am no one to judge. I'm no one to judge. But now y'all were out here fucking around with somebody else and thinking about the other person. Messy. Oh, my lovely divine masculines. If your question is, did your divine feminine feel it? Yes, they did. They saw it. Yeah. At this point, anything and everything that you have seen, they have too. The only thing stopping you, babes, stopping this relationship from coming to fruition, is you not coming forward. That's the only thing. They're literally just out here in their bag, doing their shit, having the time of their life in their own energy, doing everything that they're supposed to, that the universe is like, okay, they're figuring it out. I need you to work on you right now and get your shit done. To you, you're like, oh my God, they cut me off because they don't love me anymore. That's not it. Your twin flame will always have a love for you. There will always be a space in their heart for you. That's how it works. It's you're each other's halves of each other's soul. While you may be whole in the earthly terrain and complete and all that, in fullness and healing and all that good shit, on a soul level, because of the way that twin flame journeys work, you need each other to complete your life's mission in the moments that you guys reincarnate together. Now, you said, universe, show me who it is. And universe was like, okay, there they are. And you're like, no. And you were like, no, universe, it's this one, right? And universe was like, no. And then you got your big boy britches on and you came in full emperor and you're like, universe, I am doing what you said. I demand you tell me the truth. Who is my person? And they were like, it's this one. And you were like, fuck. Now I'm out here playing with these like they're dolls. Ay, Diosito Santo. But that was the thing. Like, the way you reacted, Divine Feminine did too. You guys are mirroring one another. Just like you did not expect it to be them, they did not expect it to be you. You awoke first. Here's the thing, my Divine Masculines, specifically the ones that are in this reading. You've known who your Divine Feminine is from the moment that you met them because you felt this fluttering within your soul of, oh my God, I'm gonna marry this person one day. And they might have also said this, but then the universe was like, oof, but my Divine Feminine, you are not ready. We're just gonna that out of your head real quick. And once they asked with their whole chest, because of whatever reasons, hey, I'm ready, please show me, and they were shown, it scared the hell out of them. Made sense, but it scared the hell out of them because they had spent so much time healing, which was the universe basically moved things around so that they could heal, so that when the universe told you to come forward, they were ready. But the universe told you to come forward and you chose to walk away. With the Eight of Cups here, you chose to abandon your person. Because after this other relationship ended, you felt like what you had was not sufficient. For some of you, you stalk them on social media and you look at their shit all the time. Oh, look, pretty turquoise. I didn't know I did that. Wait, come back. Sorry, I got distracted by the shiny card. And you got distracted by the shiny card. Not sure I got that black card. Okay, you know what's playing in my head right now? Fucking area codes. They just let me know I could pick up my Mercedes. What? Okay. And you got into this notion of like, oh my gosh, if I'm gonna come forward because I chose to reject them, I need to, like, biggin up my bag again. I need to get on my shit. I need to turn these missed opportunities around. And I need to come forward on my emperor shit for real. But all of a sudden, you felt a snap. And you were like, what the fuck was that? And then this Six of Cups that was upright, empress to your emperor energy that was upright, was no longer there. And it freaked you clean the fuck out. And you were like, oh my God, they hate me. Oh my God, they want nothing to do with me. What is happening? Blah, 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 blah. That's not what happened. So the reason for this disconnect and this person, this Queen of Swords or people close to them, might have done a cord cutting. A cord cutting to remove you from your twin because you were confiding information, and I'm getting a woman specifically, probably even someone that you've slept with before, that you regret sleeping with for a lot of you. And you confided in them, hey, you know, I'm going to start moving towards my divine. Like, I have to do this. I feel this. And because they were like, well, this person, for some odd reason, because it baffles them why you don't want them, they're confused. They were like, well, damn, they don't want me. Fuck that. So for some of you, you might have ended up in another compromising situation with them while under the influence, my loves, and let me tell you, that was done completely intentional. Because what I see is y'all seeing the candles to do a cord union. where it's the two people kissing, you light it, it melts together. Yeah. And at the same time, they did a cord cutting of you and your person because they thought that would work. But your divine is divinely protected, as are you, because that's how big your soul's mission is in this lifetime together. And when that happened, this person started going through some batshit crazy things, and they were like, yo, I don't like this. Because unbeknownst to you, they've had somebody on the back burner the entire time, because just like you saw that this Empress is your person, they saw it too. Y'all dream walked together. And in that moment, they were like, I need to go. I need to bounce from this situation. And so they did. And they were like, okay, time to release this. Time to move on. Time to move forward. Was it difficult? Hell yeah. Are there financial attachments between you guys? I think that there still are. Especially if this was something that was arranged because of family or business. There's still definitely some ties there. But this person, their friend, friend... Because this person ain't a friend to you and is definitely not a friend to them. Honestly, they kind of fucking hated the Queen of Swords. They saw the Queen of Swords as like a means to an end, because they knew that you weren't genuinely in love with the Queen of Swords. So it was like, I can finagle this away and then swoop in like fucking Captain Save-A-Ho when they're like down in their luck. But then when you got down in your luck, all you could keep talking about was your Empress, and they were pissed. They did not like it. How dare you talk about somebody else that is not me? Bombastic side eye, I'm sorry. How dare they fuck around with my divine masculines in my reading? How dare they fuck with my hummingbirds? I do not appreciate that shit. That's bull. I'm fine. I promise I'm okay. I'm upset, but I'll be fine. And that's probably how you're feeling too. You're just frustrated about the whole situation. You're upset how everything turned out. And you're sitting here like, what fucking steps do I even take next? Because you found yourself in a state at first where you felt like you had to constantly defend your want to be with this person, especially because of like those underlying differences between you guys. And then when you realize that your defenses were falling onto deaf ears because they didn't actually give a fuck, they just wanted you in that position to control you, you're like, no, I'm gonna make my choice and take the steps that I need to move forward anyway. I think that's a smart decision. I think you moving towards your divine is always a good decision. I think you two are going to have a very serious conversation before you do any of the freak body shit that would just fell. Hold on. Yeah. You guys are going to have a very serious conversation. Y'all like my dress? Love this dress. I've been doing a thing, so quick little backstory while I get my other cards that we're going to start using. But I'm moving soon, and Lisa's up, and I've been doing a thing where I was like, well, damn, let me wear my, like, not my hoe dresses. That sounds so bad, universe, damn. Let me wear all the provocative things that I won't be able to get to wear once I move back home. And I'm just like in this whole thing of really trying to embody myself more every day. Because like my lovely hummingbirds, I don't know if this is your situation, but the fact that I had to bring that up, it feels like it is. It feels like for you, my loves, when you're around family, when you're around people that you're like, I should be able to be around these people and I should be able to be myself around them, you can't be. So you have to inadvertently hide aspects of yourselves, which honestly fucking sucks. Share wisdom. As I'm sharing my story, ain't that cute? Also, find someone that you do like truly trust, not this fucking person that tried to do a hex. Also, the hex backfired. miserably. And if anything, it doubled the way that you're feeling. That's a lot, Spirit. Can we get 1 out of 10, please? If anything, it doubled, tripled everything that you're feeling for your person, because the universe was like, did this? My gods are feeling, my gods, hello, my guides are feeling sussy. And they said, I'll call this bitch whatever I want. See, they don't like them. But one of the things by Hummingbirds is the universe, God, everyone that protects you in the other realms are like, oh, they think that's gonna work. That's adorable. Let me show them why it's not. Surrender is your first card. Look at that. It's so pretty. You know what it reminds me of? Well, it's an eye with a wreath around it and like the divine light. But when I look at it like from this angle, also because I don't have my glasses on, it reminds me of like angel wings or like a shield. To me, that means your path is divinely guided. It is divinely protected. Now, this person, you don't see this person in the way that they see you because, one, you're not supposed to. Because you have your person. You have the Magi as your second card. Again, with the eye. This is not for everyone. Some of you might have Egyptian heritage. Don't know why I thought of that. Eye of Horus. Look into that. Again, not for everybody. My loves, in these readings, take what vibes with you and leave what does not. We have the universe up next. Woven by the hands of the universe. The Sage. Can we get 2 more, please? And you've started to place distance with these people because I'm getting that it was more than one. It wasn't just this person that did what they did to you. And for some of you, you didn't want what happened. And I am so sorry if that is the case. Please, seek the necessary avenues to get help. That is never something easy to get over or overcome by yourself. But your person doesn't hate you. They know a lot of things, but you still are going to have this difficult conversation, because this difficult conversation is what's going to bring abundance and prosperity. So above the Surrender and the Magi cards, we got Manifest. Believe in your own power, my loves. Believe in the fact that you can obtain this beautiful relationship. And yep, as I said, so shadow, in order to obtain this beautiful relationship, y'all gonna have to talk about some shit. With the Creator card, you are the creator of your own existence, and play is underneath it. Oh, dolphins, cute. We're gonna do 18 plus only specifically, but with Surrender, the Magi, and Manifest, you need to stop. You need to let go. Let go and let God. But genuinely, let go. When you receive a message from the divine of, hey, go forward, reach out to this person, I heard stop being so pussy and just fucking do it already. Essentially. Which... universe is playing no games right now, okay? We have so many planetary shifts, so many celestial bodies doing so many things. We got like 4 supermoons coming up in the summer. The universe is done. It is tired. It's pushing. It's saying, hey, now is the time. Stop wasting it. Because they offered your twin a moment of happiness. A moment of reworking with their soulmate who's also reincarnated in this lifetime. And they enjoyed the fuck out of that for like a week. Partially because they were feeling petty. Partially because they were feeling abandoned by you. That's when that whole cord cutting incident happened. From your divines, my lovely masculines, to you, they almost, which was this person's end goal. They were casting hexes against your divine so that they would, because they came to the brilliant conclusion, which is a fucked up conclusion, that the only way they can actually be with you is if this person is no longer on the earthly plane. But they have not, somehow they missed this in the realization that your twin is gone, you gone. Sad but true. The universe will literally be like, well, they can't do what the fuck they're supposed to in this lifetime without this person incarnated. So I guess we'll try again next one. This person does not, they might paint themselves as your friend, as a, for some of you, a spiritual guidance. If you've slept with them, no, they're not. No, they're not. And they are, not all of them, like not all of them are maneuvering everything all the time. They are telling you certain things because you might have somebody else in your back pocket that's actually telling you things and you're like cross-referencing, which, smart. I applaud you for that. But how long has it been, y'all? Y'all out here just losing it. It's okay. You are gonna get your baby and you're gonna get your fucking, oh, wild ass night and all that good shit. But you gotta have this adult conversation first. And before you can before you can indulge in some other adult activities, you have to have this conversation with them first. And you have to open up. And yes, your manifestations are going to come to fruition because you are a very powerful manifester. With the Magi and Manifest here, you're a very powerful manifester. But where your block lies is being able to simply just surrender, which is what your divine helps you with, because they are just like, Jesus, take the wheel all the time. They out here and just vibing on faith, trust, and pixie dust. Have you guys seen, okay, so if you're not on TikTok, that's fine. I'm pretty sure somebody shared it somewhere on the internet. But it's this video of like when it was the little fucking anime character, and it was like da 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 da, and it's just a little girl just fucking dancing, going crazy because she got a random spurt of energy. That's what your divine gives me vibes of, and like, shit, I feel you, bitch. Me too. Oh, that is crazy. Okay, so with the universe and the Sage card, with them side to side, and maybe I'm just tripping right now, but hold on. I'm like trying to hold them to hold together. It looks like it links up. This communication might have been back in 2020 with your person. Not you to them, or it might have been brief, but they definitely reached out to you. They went into full-on chaser energy when they are the runner. You might not be used to chasing. So one of the things that I've personally learned in my journey along the way was that as a runner, the thing that I had to heal was constantly chasing after what it is that I wanted. While, yes, in order for co-creation for divine feminines to like create with the universe and all this good shit, you have to put in work, absolutely, but we have to be comfortable in a space of gratitude and receiving, which is not easy. It's one of like the biggest obstacles for the chasers and divine masculines, because a chaser is not always a divine masculine and a runner is not always a divine feminine, just for this batch specifically. For the divine masculines that are chasers, things just happen for them. Things just come to them. They're the ones that can easily think out of the box, but are often thrown in a very traditional environment. For a lot of you, you might be really well off. And then you look at your divine feminine, who's actually your divine, and you're like, you're telling me this little ball of chaos is what I have to go after. The reason it might hurt for some of you is because you've felt rejected by this person in the past, or when you were younger, there might have been a form of rejection that was not just simply your divine, that was divine intervention. Your divine confirmation to what I'm about to fucking say, your divine might have done it because I don't know what their situation is specifically. Ooh, we're gonna get real personal. I have known from the moment I met my divine masculine that I wanted nothing more in this world than to know them. And I got scared. I got scared because of things that were completely out of my control, and so I ran like hell or high water. And because we were human and things happened the way that they did, besides the fact that the universe was like, no, right now, if this were to happen, it'd be absolute chaos and disaster. So the universe was like, psst, psst. And the reason for like my little story there, your person might not have rejected you simply because of whatever insecure reason that you're thinking of, like, oh, they weren't attracted, oh, it was this, oh, it was that. No, there were other factors that spooked the fuck out of them. And they ran. And because of confirmation, major confirmation, and because of where you were at that point in your life, you chased but not at the full capacity, and then also ran because you felt insecure or insufficient for whatever regard. Which is why today we are also going to be using the Dreamscape Oracle, see what messages are in there for y'all since you feel left out in the cold. And the thing that I got from that is that your divine blocked you in the 5D. This person, my divine masculines, that knows your person, they might have gone to school with y'all, they might have worked with y'all, whatever the connection is between you and your divine, they were there from jump. They've seen it. They saw it, they didn't like it because they don't like your divine. They don't like your divine, they don't like the person you ended up with, they want you, they want to be the other two people that you thought it could have been. And because you went through two people potentially that you thought it could have been, your divine did as well. And one of the things that, like, as I was saying, I had to come to the conclusion of, like, I, as a divine feminine, cannot force my divine masculine to do anything because free will exists. But because things are fated in the connection, it is up to them to listen to that, to listen to the messages of the universe and take action. That is their responsibility within the connection. While my divine masculines, that can be absolutely terrifying. Especially, like I said, if you have grown up in an environment where, like, things just seem to flow easily to you, and then you met this ball of chaos and you were just like, I can get everything that I want, but I can't just get them like this. Why? And now that you've seen that, oh, well, now that I can, it's not going to be so easy, and that scares you, well, now's the time. It's usually how it works, doesn't it? Overall, like I said, you're going to have this conversation. You are very wise. You have learned your own lessons throughout this entire process, and the universe is entirely backing you guys up on this. So go for it. The blocking, yes. So the blocking of the 5D essentially happened because what that person did to them scared the crap out of them. And you are so attached to this person because you might have known them for that since you've known your divine, if not longer. And you refused to see that, like, they could cause any harm to you. And at first, I'm getting for some of you, you didn't want to see it. You enjoyed it. It was good. And then you started to peel back the toxic layers and you were like, damn, it might not be so good. This might actually be horrible. This might actually be chaos. Because after you heal a bit, a lot of the toxic shit you used to do for fun ain't so fun anymore. And you sit there and you're like, well, when my eyes were shut like a motherfucker, this was bomb. What happened? You saw the truth? I just saw the serpent card. Not for everybody, but for some of you, this person might have a snake tap. Serpent tap. Or a Medusa one, and that's how they might have gotten to you. That, like, they could empathize with your divine. Serpent came out again. There's definitely a message there for you. Damn, baby. Do they call you Tiger? What? Where did that come from? Oh my goodness. So the Tiger card came out, but I don't know where that... Why is my mouth watering? Y'all good over... Y'all out here trying to do some freak Maddie shit. I'm here for it. The gift. What is going on? The lights. Rabbit and fox and the word. Okay. And a moth over. So. Okay. Let's start off with the tiger. Oh, Luna Moth overall message. Wait. It's time to transform bad habits into good ones. Take a healthy break from your obsessions to gain revelation. Y'all have been entirely too much. Y'all need to stop. You've also been distracting yourself from this path, from like the feelings of abandonment, because you didn't want to feel the shame and guilt of like, yeah, I did walk away from my person, because how dare they walk away from me? How dare they block me in the 5D as I refuse to come forward in the 3D? Oh my god. Yes, there are things that they might not be seeing of like what's happening in the background with you. But if you don't tell them, babe, how are they gonna know? Yes, they might be intuitive, but just like you're sitting here arguing with, like, I'm getting, like, one of your cousins and or besties, right? You guys are sitting there in a fucking circle smoking up together. Y'all look fine as fuck. Hold on. Universe. What's good? I'm kidding. But you're all sitting there, right? And you're puff passing it. And you're talking about this. And just like you're saying to your cousin and your friend, oh my god, the only thing that guarantees to me that this is not the same thing as the previous relationship is because God said so, and that is batshit crazy. Your divine taking action towards you again, because they already did. Just like I already had. I'm not doing that shit again. It looks same. They feel the same as you do. You're mirroring each other. So they, just like you're like, I feel borderline loony bin, so do they. And the universe is telling you, come forward, because the only way that you guys are going to be able to shine a light onto all this bullshit is through you, with the light clarifying the card that I am associating with you now, my divine masculines. You're supposed to bring these answers forward. You're supposed to be like, hey, so I fucked up. Can we please go have dinner? Can we please not hoe around with each other? Jesus. This better be a saucy reading. Do not disappoint me. No, but my fucking jokes aside, oh my god, your friend and or relative, one or both, might already be in union, and they just honestly think this is the most comical shit ever, and might be living vicariously through you because they slight missed the initial part of the journey. Y'all all a little toxic. That's so funny. It's like, I don't know if you've seen those videos of when people post how, like, they end up in the first healthy relationship after, like, the chaotic or toxic one, and they're just like, what do you want from me? How are you not upset? Things like that. That's them. They're like, ah, yes, sweet, sweet chaos. How we miss you so. Peace is beautiful, and we wouldn't trade it for anything, especially not that. But oh, to reminisce. So funny. Y'all are funny. Funny and fine as fuck. Why do y'all think your divine feminines are not gonna want y'all? Y'all tripping. Oh my god, I promise you my mouth started watering and I was like, hold on. Universe, don't get me in trouble over here. Where is it? Where ahí estás. Tiercito. So, Tiger. Overcome adversity through personal power. Exert a strong will to push through tough times. Wow, Universe really said, it's all on you, Divine Masculine. I believe in you. I'm not laughing at y'all. I'm just, this is too funny. Just laughing at the situation at this point. With the light as a clarifier, praise the day. No, you are on the right path. Yeah, so that decision you've been pondering of like, damn, should I come forward? Yeah, congratulations, baby. You're on the right path. With your obstacles. Sorry. I've been asking the universe of recently to show me something, and it was like, no, you're not ready. And then I got the Seer card this morning, and I was like, all right, fuck it, bring it on, and I'm ready. And then I looked at the middle card of like what the obstacles are, and you have the serpent, the rabbit, and the fox. And if any of that means something to you, then yes, those are the people intentionally getting in the way of your relationship. But anyway, the serpent card states, beware of dishonest people. Stay the course despite the stress. Oof, I was not. She wasn't ready. It was not. Rabbit and fox. Generosity begets gifts. Always offer what you can. So, if you completely shut out, opposition is going to get really strong. I mean, like, regardless, you guys are protected no matter what, but it is going to take like you and your divine, just whatever the universe says you can't say, you don't say. Whatever the universe is like, yeah, okay, go ahead, but you guys are gonna have to really sit down, have that conversation, and then, you know, get freak body nasty. Why not? You guys deserve it. You've gone through so much. So much. Up next we have the gift. The gift states the following. Be careful of stepping into situations you may not be able to get out of. Retreat from complicated situations. And the word. Write your story down and have a playful attitude towards it. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. Bear with me. We're going to paint a little story. This is long-ass reading. Y'all... Like, share, subscribe, all of it, because damn, we put it in work today. Ya me dio calor and we still gonna do an extended. And I have tried to make my extended readings short and small and sweet and to the point. It never happens. They're usually rarely under like 20 minutes. The story that I'm getting here, Tiger. I'm just gonna fan myself with the Tiger card. Oh my god. Y'all are into some shit. Fans faster. I understand that you feel flustered when you see your divine and you want it bad, and you watch all their socials, and they might be in like content creation world too, but I have a reading to get through. Oh my. Little just tidbit of y'all just wanna grab and then growl, and you know, I'm sure they'll be there for it, but wow. So my lovely Tiger, my lovely Divine Masculines, which is also really, oh my god. So there's this creator on TikTok. I love her because she's like, you know, let's decolonize astrology, and amazing creator. I can't remember her handle off the top of my head. But she was like, you know, the original image of the divine feminine is based off of this person, and she comes in riding a tiger. And you've heard that. And you were probably like, yes, do it. Or you want to be the one doing the writing, whichever way that it applies. But my lovely tigers, here's the scene. Some of you might be Year of the Tiger in Chinese astrology, but my lovely hummingbirds, I'm out here flustered. The thing, this person is so, like, not they have you by the balls, but this person is so attached to you. There's 3 people specifically that, like, do not want this union of you and your divine to succeed, right? They are very close to you. It is not the 2 people that I mentioned that you're, like, having a good time with, because you're all just, like, sharing these stories. So, like, they are part of your soul tribe. If you were wondering that, that is confirmation. But these other 3 people, for some time, you found yourself like, I can't share this with them. Why can't I share this with them? If I tell them this, I just feel like things end up going bad, or something happens, or shit like that. I heard this thing from this other reading. It just popped into my head, but basically tracker on your car. Again, not for everybody. Some of you might have a G-Wagon. Hey. It's just throwing random things in there now, huh? But 2 of them have walked in your dreams before. The way that I looked at this, like, they're on a cloud. They've definitely... You just got real serious, because I just felt real serious. Like, my energy just went... They've walked in your dreamscape. They've seen your person. They know your person. For some of them, they know your person. They've seen your person in the 3D. More than you probably have in the past few years. And they got this bitch in la mira. They are eyes on lock. That's messed up. That's fucked up. That's real fucked up. I don't like that. My poor divine masculines, I hope your divine feminines are good. They'll be alright. I just heard that they'll be fine. They'll be fine. But you can't just be like, absolutely nothing. You're gonna have to some degree, kind of feed information. Say certain things, not say everything. I am manifesting that they are completely blocked from being able to view this video. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, spirit, angels, ancestors, divine guides, holy beings, all that protect these divine relationships. Because we don't need them knowing shit that they don't gotta know. They'll find out after the fact. Because I'm petty. But with the gift and the word, what I'm getting is that you've confided a lot of information with the serpent person, specifically this person that is the one that did that hex work, that spell work against you and your divine. What I'm getting is you usually go to them for, like, if you're male, the female perspective. If you're a female, you go for the male perspective. They are not your friend. Like Matt Rife said, they are not your friend. They're not. And do not, that sexy ass message that you're thinking of sending your divine, because you're being told, go ahead, send the message, get playful, have fun, get flirty, all that good shit. Do not try it out first with this person. Don't send it to them, because they will send it to your divine. They will find them. Already have found them. Have not added them, but have found them on the socials. They will go to your divine, send it to them, and be like, well, see, he sent it to me first. She sent it to me first. Blah, 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 blah. You can't trust him, whatever, whatever. Don't do that. Those are the aspects that you need to keep to yourself. And a couple trusted people. Like, genuinely trusted. Like, you're going to have to hone into your discernment now. And really pay attention. That's it. We're going to get just one more. Couple more. Fine. 3 more. At most. We're going to do some affirmation cards up next. And then we're going to get into the spicy stuff on only. Because this is a long ass reading already as we go. We're gonna keep that bad boy out for the only, just so we get that energy going. Made my mouth water. Like, I got an issue with y'all right now. My divine Divine masculines, my hummingbirds, we got a problem right now. Because how dare you make me feel flustered? Ay, Diosito Santo. For some of you, this might be an interracial relationship. Which, like, it shouldn't matter, right? It is 2023. I feel like I've been saying that the whole fucking reading. It's 2023. It shouldn't matter. Aww. First card that came out is kindness, and that is so cute because it's like two hands enwrapping a heart. Look at so cute. I will read these to y'all. Just give me 1 second. You have nothing to worry about. So we're not gonna do one at a time. We're just out here, wild west in it. So, my lovely hummingbirds, the kindness card reads as follows. When others are callous to me, it says more about them than it does about me. We are all deserving of kindness, and I recognize that this includes myself, so I will be kind to those around me in order to make a more compassionate world. Release. Handcuffs, got it. You guys, oh my god. I release all jealousy that my body is holding on to. Instead, I extend a feeling of joy and compassion for others that succeed around me. This frees my mind and body to focus on the good entering my life. Have you been envious of your friends already in union, my divine masculines? Not you blaming the universe when you were not taking action. Or is it that you thought that your divine feminines were out here getting freak body nasty with the tiger just side-eyed me? That's what it was. No, they're not. All that little jealousy you're feeling because people on the internet probably hitting on them and all this crazy shit. Babe, they're single as a fucking Pringle and ready to mingle with you. Specifically. Lovable. Look, it is so pretty. I am lovable and worthy of love. I set my intentions to open my heart, accepting all love and compassion that comes my way. I will find my people, the people who love and accept me for who I am. For I know I only need to discover them. You are finding your tribe in best version. Oh, Cinderella. Oh my god, I was watching Cinderella the other night. It was so funny. I was so into it. I now know which Cinderella is my favorite of the movies, but not the point. Anyway, every day. And yes, it's the one where Jacques and Gus sing to the prince because he forgets who Cinderella is because of the evil queen's spell. Because she took fairy godmother's wand. Anyway. Every day I am growing into my full potential. Therefore, I am becoming more extra. Maybe. Why not? Live your, what does Brad Mondo say? Your most extra best life. Therefore, I am becoming more extrinsically valuable to the world. So I will walk with arms wide to receive the challenges coming my way. At this moment, I am the best version of myself, and tomorrow I'll be even better. That is right. You are evolving. You are becoming you completely. Release the toxicity and the jealousy. You don't have to be jealous. My divine feminines feel nothing for any. Honestly, they have the ick with like the entire world, even people they thought were fine. Like, that's not fair. As a person that is currently experiencing the ick, trash as hell. But no, genuinely, like in all seriousness, my joking aside, my lovely hummingbirds, your divine feminines love you. They are literally waiting there with their arms open, and yes, with their legs open too. You dirty bastards. While things might not be easy and there's a whole lot of fear-mongering around the twin flame journey, because it is a difficult journey. It's not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. It comes with its own trial and tribulations. The sole purpose of this journey is to grow and heal with one another. Not just heal each other and put each other through lessons to heal. It's to do it together. You have done enough on your own. You are at the best versions of yourselves that you can possibly be on your own. Oh my. I'm gonna need y'all to drink some water, you thirsty asses. This is gonna be one saucy ass reading. I can't wait. Y'all, I better go get that extended. It's gonna be so good. Yes, you can purchase them at the link in the description for OnlyFans, but if you're not gonna go over and do that, that's totally okay, y'all. I am sweating through the stress. That was some interesting visions also. And this is not for everyone. If you are feeling like you're insecure in some shape, some way, some form, because of like experience, and like the same for everybody, you have nothing to worry about. The universe wants you to know that you guys were made perfectly for each other. You are each other's perfect match in every way that matters, in every way that counts. And if your love language is physical touch, or one of the main ones is, so is theirs. You guys are extremely compatible. You have nothing to worry about that. Drop the insecurities. Drop the jealousies. You don't need to be jealous. You're not into anybody else. Trust me on that one. And move forward. Move forward steadfast. With love, with hope, with joy, with sexiness. And enjoy. Enjoy your time with them. Have that adult conversation, and then go have some adult activities to enjoy and slurp on. Okay, I love y'all, my lovely hummingbirds. That's it. Ooh, okay, I'm just gonna do one. We're just gonna do one just to see what the vibe is gonna be for the extended. It better be saucy. All these images I'm getting. I know it will be whatever it has to be. I understand that. But it'd be nice if it were fun. I feel like I've just been yelling at everybody for the past few weeks. So let's get it going. What do my lovely hummingbird? Oh, confirmation, twin flames. You are the chaser. Thank you. And like a phoenix, you will rise from the flames. You are definitely rekindling. It's a new phase, renewing, transformation, growth, changed mind. You guys have definitely grown. And you've learned some things along the way, is what I heard. Okay, my lovely hummingbirds, that's it for your reading here on YouTube. As always, les mando mucha paz, muchos besos. Y les recuerdo que miren hacia la luna. Sending you much peace, many kisses, and reminding you to always look up at the moon. I love y'all so much. I'm gonna just show it to y'all because I'm still saying bye. Passion. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Go get the extended. Okay, what more do you want me to tell? Oh, get your readings on Calendly. Get your readings on Calendly. Go ahead, follow me on all my handles, all that good shit. But yeah, my lovely hummingbirds, if you don't shoot your shot, you will always be left wondering. So go and do it. Because you're not going to be rejected, and the time for heartbreak is over. I love you. Have a good one. Bye.